The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The ball carrier. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Catch number 44 of the year. It's a first down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Bengals nothing. For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
17 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Carrier.
In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
7-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
to John Ross.
John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Third down here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. From the gun, here's Watson. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes this to Waring. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports. 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Pass complete to Joe Mixon. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A draw play for Mixon, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 9.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The Bengal ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run with Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Texans 14. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 31, Watson, open man, the tight end fails. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
You got motion there. You got motion there right there.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. From the gun, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Green once again the intended receiver. But now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. On the move to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll go for it. Burrow being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Freeman. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have broken the tie. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Mixon on the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all. Randy Bullock.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson finding Fells complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
End of the 3rd quarter.
Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson on the left side. This is Stills. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check, check. Lucky.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
T.J. Hall on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, flush to his right, and able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Gain of 5.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
On the carry.
The tackle made by Eric Murray.
At the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. Now, that was an impressive drive. But I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Texans 31.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Jesse Bates.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One last throw here for Watson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Cincinnati, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, winning teams, 6 rings with a pin ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ball.